Hello everyone, here is Shikha brought to you the textual part of a new chapter from our course book New Broadway. The chapter that we are taking is the Stall Dogs and I'll discuss the question answer of this chapter. Question number 1. Edla Pingsford is a self-centered person who is not really concerned about others. Do you agree? Give two instances from the story to support your answer. The answer is yes. Edla Pingsford come across as a self-centered person who is not really concerned about others. Although she asks Ashley for help to drive the ox out of her garden, she is always rude and sarcastic to him. Even when Ashley insists that he has no experience in dealing with oxen, she demands that he should chase away the ox. All she is concerned about is beautiful garden which the ox is ruining. When the ox enters Edla's morning room instead of going out, she blames Ashley. So and Edla was a self-centered person. She always takes care of herself and her belongings and least bother about the problems of others. Question number 2. Edla was angry and impatient with Ashley because he was not serious about helping her. He purposelessly drove the ox into her morning room. He refused to understand her problem. Three options are given and we have to choose the correct option, and the answer is option number A. He was not serious about helping her. Question number 3. When Edla suggested to Ashley that he could paint the ox having lunch in the morning room, did she really want him to do that? If not, why did she make the suggestion? How did Ashley respond to what she said? The answer is no. Edla did not really want Ashley to paint the ox having lunch in the morning room. She made the suggestion in a sarcastic manner to taunt Ashley on his futile attempts of chasing the ox away. Ashley took Edla's suggestion in the literal sense and he fetched his painting things and sat down to paint the ox. When ox enters Edla's morning room, then Edla was not in the mood at all that Ashley is going to make the painting of ox eating the flowers and book cover in her morning room. But in spite of paying attention on the bad temper of Edla, Ashley brought all his painting tools and started making the painting of ox. Question number 4. It was the turning point in Ashley's artistic life. It refers to the ox entering the garden, the ox entering the morning room, the painting of the ox having lunch in the morning room. Three options are given. We have to choose the correct option, and the correct option is C, the painting of the ox having lunch in the morning room. Question number 5. Edla is rude to Ashley throughout. Why do you think she behaves this way? Pick out 5 statements that Edla makes to support your answer. The answer is Edla is rude and sarcastic to Ashley throughout. This is perhaps because she thinks that Ashley is not taking her problem seriously. The following statements from the text make it clear. First statement. I think it came in by the gate, said the lady impatiently. It couldn't have climbed over the wall, and I don't think anyone dropped it from an aeroplane. The important question is not how it got in, but how to get it out. Second statement from the text. If it wanted to go by itself, said Edla Pingsford rather angrily, I should not have come here to talk to you about it. Statement number 3. It's eating a flower, said Ashley at last. How clever you are, said Edla. You seem to notice everything. As a matter of fact, it has got 6 flowers in its mouth at the present moment. Statement number 4. If any hen should ever wander into my garden, said Edla, I shall certainly come and ask you to frighten them out. You shoot beautifully. Meanwhile, do you mind trying to drive that ox away? Statement number 5. Mr. Ashley, said Edla in a shaking voice, I asked you to drive that ox out of my garden, but I did not ask you to drive it into my house. And sixth statement, painting pretty pictures of pretty little cows is what you are good at. Perhaps you would like to do a nice one of that ox having lunch in my morning room. So these were 6 statement that shows that Edla is rude to Ashley. You can disclude one statement and keep any 5. Question number 6. The word stall mean to stop suddenly. Use this meaning to explain the title of the story. Do you think this is an apt title? Can you suggest any other title for this story? The answer is yes, it is an apt title. The ox enters Edla Pinkford's garden and stopped there, refusing to leave. All efforts to chase it away prove futile when it enters the house instead of going out and again stays there long enough for Ashley to paint his masterpiece. So we can say that the stalled ox is an apt title for this chapter. Question number 7. Did you find the story humorous and entertaining? Give 2 examples of humor from story. Humorous means something that causes to laugh. Answer is yes, this story is humorous and entertaining. 2 examples of humor could be: first is the ox enters the house instead of going out of garden, means instead of going out the ox was coming inside the house of Edla. So this was the first reason causing humor. And second was Ashley takes Edla's sarcasm seriously and paints the ox in the morning room. Sarcasm means when you are making fun of anyone. So when ox enters Edla's morning room, Edla was very angry on Ashley and she was saying that, are you planning to make a painting of this ox? But instead of understanding the anger of Edla, Ashley took it seriously and brought his painting tool and started making the painting of that ox, and this made Edla more angry. Question number 8. Which part of the story did you like the best and why? The answer may vary according to the individual choice of the student. As far as my choice is concerned, I like that part when Ox was in Edla's morning room and instead of taking it away, Ashley comfortably sit and it started making the painting of that ox. So like this, you can choose out the incidents from this story that you like the most, and for this you can take the help of the text and formulate your own answer. Question number 9. Given below in the table are words that can be used to describe Edla and Ashley. Put a tick against a word if it is applied to her or him and a cross if it doesn't. The answer is Edla was noisy, sarcastic, rude and unconcerned, whereas Ashley was calm, forgiving, silly, funny and thoughtful. Question number 10. What qualities do you want your neighbors to possess? Would you like someone who is friendly, always available in emergency and drops in on you every day? Or would you prefer a neighbor who respects your privacy and visits you only when invited? If you had a choice, who would you have as your next door neighbor, Edla or Ashley? Answer is I would like my neighbor to be friendly and helpful, someone who could help in case an emergency arose. If I had a choice, I would choose Ashley as my neighbor. He may not always know what to do in an emergency, but he is eager to be of help. I think almost everyone like to have his neighbor as Ashley because he is owning good personality traits. Question number 1 from the part extension. Here are a few words that we associate with polite and rude behavior. Group them in the 2 columns given below. First, polite behavior shows by courteous, civil, cultured, polished, dignified, refined, respectful, and civilized. Whereas impolite behavior is showed by discourteous, ill-bred, ill-mannered, insulting, crude, and disrespectful. For further understanding, you can consult a dictionary. Question number 2 of the part extension. Imagine you are the ox in the story and write a paragraph or 2 about your experiences in Edla's house. You can describe what you did in the garden and in the morning room and your impressions of Ashley and Edla. Answer may vary depend on the choice of the student, but here are some pointers I am giving that you can take as a help to write your experiences. So first point is mention what it felt like chewing different flowers in the garden and what did all the different flower taste like. Next is Edla and Ashley came across as hyperactive individuals, not sure what they were trying to do. Next is moving towards the house and inside is gradually how it felt cold and inviting. And the last point is getting surprised to see the man come back with some equipments and relaxing in the new surroundings. So like this you can write about the experiencing, imagining if you would have an ox. With this we have completed the textual part of this chapter. I'll see you next time.